the brushes take it where the mics don't go. The name you're holding will collapse the room. So bury it in bassline, bury it in gloom. Say it under the music, breathe it on the beat. Nobody hears a secret with a trumpet in the street. You leaned in close when the drummer went soft. Your mouth found my ear as the smoke lifted off. 5 syllables only, and they weren't for the air. They were built to be lost in the 9th of a chord somewhere. I nodded like nothing, I lit up a match and felt the whole evening slide off its latch. Say it under the music, say it low. Let the brushes take it where the mics don't go. The name you're on will collapse the room. So bury it in bassline, bury it in gloom. Say it under the music, breathe it on the beat. Nobody hears a secret with a trumpet in the street. The man at the corner can read a still mouth. So sing when you tell me, and tell me facing south. The piano runs low where a whisper can hide. Wait for the crash and then give me the side. There's blood in the phrasing, there's grief in the swing. The safest confession is a song someone sings. Under the music, under the noise, every dangerous truth needs a borrowed voice. Say it under the music, say it low. Let the brushes take it where the mics don't go. The name you're holding will collapse the room. So bury it in bassline, bury it in gloom. Say it under the music, breathe it on the beat. Nobody hears a secret with a trumpet in the street. Crimson hush, the room forgets to breathe. Every glass goes still when you decide to leave. Nobody calls, nobody drops a name. The red light holds us all inside the same slow flame. Crimson hush, the band forgets the song. You walk through the quiet like you always belong. 10 o'clock and the velvet goes down. Somebody killed the noise in this town. The bartender's red stops mid-turn on the glass. A trumpet hangs open and lets the moment pass. I count the 4 seconds before the world moves. 4 seconds is all that a dangerous woman proves. Crimson hush, the room forgets to breathe. Every glass goes still when you decide to leave. Nobody coughs, nobody drops a name. The red light holds us all inside the same slow flame. Crimson hush, the band forgets the song. You walk through the quiet like you always belong. The men at the back put their hands on the table. The girl at the mic sings a lower fable. Smoke stops climbing and hovers instead. Somebody's dead just came due in the red. I know what the silence is trying to say. It says the night has already chosen its prey. Hush, hush, the city outside keeps roaring. Hush, hush, and hear the blood is pouring slow. Crimson hush, the room forgets to breathe. Every glass goes still when you decide to leave. Nobody coughs, nobody drops a name. The red light holds us all inside the same slow flame. Crimson hush, the band forgets the song. You walk through the quiet like you always belong. The rope has been hanging since 1904. It knows every liar who reached for this door. It never says yes and it never says no. It only goes slack when the right people go. I watched it release for a man in grey wool. I watched it stay iron for one hopeful fool. Ask it who entered the night of the fire. It answers in dust and in fraying red wire. Ask it who left with her collar turned high. It hums like a wire that remembers a lie. The doorman is only the hands on the clock. The rope is the thing that decides who can walk. The velvet rope remembers. The velvet rope keeps score. It knows there are 7 who never came back through this door. It doesn't need a ledger. It doesn't need a name. It simply lets the guilty ones enter again the same. The velvet rope remembers what the city lets go. Is holding all the evenings nobody wants to know. Tonight it goes slack and it doesn't say why. A woman in crimson walks slow and walks by. The rope makes a sound like a long swallowed breath. The room understands and rehearses its death. The velvet rope remembers. The velvet rope keeps score. It knows there are 7 who never came back through this door. It doesn't need a ledger. It doesn't need a name. It simply lets the guilty ones enter again the same. The velvet rope remembers what the city lets go. It's holding all the evenings nobody wants to know. She came through the curtain at 1:15. No umbrella, no story, no reason to run. Her coat was still wet, and it dripped on the wood. 3 inches of evidence right where she stood. She ordered a ride, and she drank it too fast, and nobody asked her which corner she passed. It rained on the north side and not on the south, so her route wrote itself on the shape of her mouth. It rained on the docks at 1:45. That's 22 minutes and something is done. I watched the small puddle grow slow on the floor, and knew what it meant about somebody's door. Her coat was still wet, her hands were still warm. She walked in ahead of the news of the storm. Her coat was still wet, and the story was late. The city had imprinted what she'd already made. I said nothing, I poured her another instead. The wet on the floor said the rest of it did. She hung it on the hook like it weighed nothing at all, and the drip kept on marking the time on the wall. By 2 it had dried, and by 3 it was gone. By 4 they were asking me who had come on. Her coat was still wet, her hands were still warm. She walked in ahead of the news of the storm. Her coat was still wet, and the story was late. The city hadn't printed what she'd already made. I said nothing, I poured her another instead. The wet on the floor said the rest of it dead. Midnight sessions, nothing gets pressed, nothing gets pressed, and nothing gets confessed. We play what we can, put a name on in day, and burn the acetate before before it can stay. Midnight sessions, the red light stays low. Come play what you'd never let anyone know. The engineer locks the door at 11, kills half the board and forgets about heaven. The trumpet plays notes that would ruin a man. The piano goes places no daylight song can. We cut it to lacquer and hold it up wet, the only recording of what we regret. Midnight sessions, nothing gets pressed. Nothing gets pressed and nothing gets confessed. We play what we can put a name on in day, and burn the acetate before it can stay. Midnight sessions, the red light stays low. Come play what you'd never let anyone know. There's a track that we cut back in 49, 2 minutes of silence and one broken line. They say if you play it at 3 in the dark, you hear a man's last breath under the mark. We keep it in wax and we keep it unnamed, and no one has ever come forward and claimed. Roll it, let the tape run long. The truth only fits inside an unfinished song. Midnight sessions, nothing gets pressed. Nothing gets pressed and nothing gets confessed. We play what we can put a name on in day, and burn the acetate before it can stay. Midnight sessions, the red light stays low. Come play what you'd never let anyone know. It hangs over the tenements, yellow and thin. It watch what we did, and it won't turn us in. It doesn't take sides, and it doesn't take names. It only keeps lighting the ends of our game. just to ask it for grace. It looked at the alley and not at my face. Down on the court, a deal comes apart. Two men and a briefcase and one honest heart. The moon doesn't flinch when the third shadow moves. It lights up the pavement and offers no proof. It's been over this block for 1,000 such years. It's never once lowered itself to our tears. The moon owes this city nothing at all. It won't hold a hand and it won't break a fall. It only comes up and it only goes down. It lights every liar the same in this town. So don't ask for mercy from something so old. The moon owes this city nothing but cold. I finished my cigarette, flicked it away. It fell 9 floors down through the yellow and gray. And somewhere below me, a woman in red looked up at the same thing and lowered her head. The moon owes this city nothing at all. It won't hold a hand and it won't break a fall. It only comes up and it only goes down. It lights every liar the same in this town. So don't ask for mercy from something so old. The moon owes this city nothing but cold. Lipstick on the evidence, crimson on the glass. One perfect half moon that the lab couldn't pass. They dusted the handle, they photographed the room. miss the one color that sentenced the groom. Lipstick on the evidence, red on the rim. The whole case was hanging on the shade of her whim. They bagged up the bottle at 3:10. They wrote down the label, they didn't write me. A 1/4-inch arc where her mouth had been pressed, filed under nothing and left with the rest. I saw it in daylight in a courthouse hall, and knew that a shade like that ruins us all. Lipstick on the evidence, crimson on the glass. One perfect half moon that the lab couldn't pass. They dusted the handle, they photographed the room, and missed the one color that sentenced the groom. Lipstick on the evidence, red on the rim. The whole case was hanging on the shade of her whim. She wore it on Tuesdays and never on Sundays. She wore it the evening they found him on Monday. No two women mix a red quite the same. It's closer to a fingerprint, closer to a name. I could have said something, I could have stood up. I ordered another and I looked at my cup. Crimson, crimson on the cold glass. Everything else in the file lets it pass. Lipstick on the evidence, crimson on the glass. One perfect half moon that the lab couldn't pass. They dusted the handle, they photographed the room, and missed the one color that sentenced the groom. Lipstick on the evidence, red on the rim. The whole case was hanging on the shade of her whim. There's a way out of here that the guests never learned. Past the ice and the crates where the service lights burn. 9 flights of iron and none of them true. No railing, no landing, no witness, no you. The girls take it down when a night goes too far, and nobody counts who comes out by the car. The first step is loose and it sings when you tread. The 7th will hold you, the 8th one is dead. Learn them by heart if you plan to be quick. The dark down there doesn't forgive, being sick. I've carried a coat down and carried one up, and once carried nothing but somebody's cup. Backstairs, no railing, don't reach for the wall. There's nothing to catch you, there's nothing at all. Backstairs, no railing, just count and go down. It's the only clean exit they've built in this town. Keep both of your hands and keep neither of them full, and don't let the door at the bottom go down. Tonight there are footsteps ahead of my own, a crimson hem turning and going alone. I stop on the 7th and let her descend. Some staircases only have room for one end. Backstairs, no railing, don't reach for the wall. There's nothing to catch you, there's nothing at all. Backstairs, no railing, just count and go down. It's the only clean exit they've built in this town. Keep both of your hands and keep neither of them full, and don't let the door at the bottom go dull. Is a door and not a time. Everything after belongs to the crime. Walk through it once and you don't walk it back. The hinges are painted the color of black. 2 o'clock is a door. Don't stand in the frame. Whatever comes through, it will be wearing your name. Before it, the evening is 92 hammers and none of them will. It watched from the wall as the argument grew. It heard the exact word that split the night through. Nobody covers a piano at 3, so it took the whole scene down in ivory. A hand hit the low end, I'm going down hard. That chord is still hanging somewhere in the yard. The pedal went flat with the weight of a shoe. It held that one note longer than it should do. When the room emptied out and the lock turned again, it kept the last sound of a very bad 10. What the piano saw, it will not repeat. It only leans forward and warms up the seat. What the piano saw is under the lid, in the felt and the tuner arrived and he frowned at the A. He said something happened, he couldn't quite say. He tightened it back into decent and clean, and silence the only thing left that had seen. What the piano saw, it will not repeat. It only leans forward and warms up the seat. What the piano saw is under the lid, in the felt and the dust where the evening got hid. Play it tomorrow and you'll hear it come through. One string out of tune that is telling on you. Crimson hush again, and it's worse than before. Nobody's looking at anyone's door. The same red is falling on different hands, and this time the quiet is making demands. Crimson hush again, second time tonight. The first one was warning, this one is the bite. The band didn't stop, they were told not to stop, so they play through the moment the temperature drops. The singer keeps singing with nothing behind it. The crowd hears the difference and tries not to mind it. Two men in the corner have finished their talk. One of them's leaving and one of them can't walk. Crimson hush again, and it's worse than before. Nobody's looking at anyone's door. The same red is falling on different hands, and this time the quiet is making demands. Crimson hush again, second time tonight. The first one was warning, this one is the bite. You're at the far end with your back to the room. first one was warning. This one is the bite. He counted it off with his eyes on the door. He'd counted that tempo 10,000 times more, but tonight it came in a half beat behind. The only mistake that man ever signed. The horns didn't notice, the bass didn't blink, but I've watched him for years, and I know how he thinks. He knew before any of us in the place. He'd seen the arrangement all over her face. He kept the band playing because that's the job. You don't stop the music to look at the mob. He gave them a solo to cover the sound of something expensive going to ground. The bandleader knew, the bandleader played. He held the whole room in the tempo he made. The bandleader knew, and he never once turned. He gave them 4 bars, and he let the thing burn. When it was over, he called the next tune, and nobody noticed. He ended too soon. He packed up his charts with his hands very still, said goodnight to the barman, went out through the grill. Next Friday he's here at 8:45. Same suit, same baton, same unfinished line. The bandleader knew, the bandleader played. He held the whole room in the tempo goes you too far. It gives you the door and it gives you the back, and one of those corners is painted in black. Don't look at the mirror, keep watching your glass. Whatever's arriving will need you to pass. The barman knows better, he's polished it blind. He works the whole shift with his eyes half resigned. He'll tell you the trick if you tip him enough. Look at the bottles and never the stuff. The mirror is honest, that's what makes it a threat. It shows you the person you haven't met yet. Don't look at the mirror behind the bar. It shows you the room, but it shows you too far. It gives you the door and it gives you the back, and one of those corners is painted in black. Don't look at the mirror, keep watching your glass. Whatever's arriving will need you to pass. I broke the one rule about 20 past 2. I looked and I found what I already knew. A crimson reflection 3 tables away, already watching, already halfway. She raised her own glass at the me in the glass, and that was the second the safe moment passed. Don't look, keep your eyes on the wood. The mirror has never once done anyone good. Don't look at the mirror behind the bar. It shows you the room, but it shows you too far. It gives you the door and it gives you the back, and one of those corners is painted in black. Don't look at the mirror, keep watching your glass. Whatever's arriving will need you to pass. It starts on the awnings at 10 after 3. A slow kind of weather that's coming for me. The letters outside lose their edges and run. The red of the sign becomes red on the ground. The whole street turns into a lit up lagoon, and everyone's face gets the color too soon. the crimson won't reach. It pulls at the curb and it lies down like speech. My shoes take it with me wherever I go. 2 blocks of evidence walking in slow. I hailed a cab twice and it didn't slow down. The rain takes the neon and hands it to town. Rain takes the neon down, down to the street. Makes the whole avenue red under my feet. Rain takes the neon and spreads out the sign. Now everyone's standing in something of mine. There's no clean pavement from here to the door. The city's wearing crimson and asking for more. By 4 it is thin to a shine and a haze. By 5 it's a memory nobody weighs. The sign flickers off and the color runs out. And morning arrives without knowing about. Rain takes the neon down, down to the street. Makes the whole avenue red under my feet. Rain takes the neon and spreads out the sign. Now everyone's standing in something of mine. There's no clean pavement from here to the door. The city's wearing crimson and asking for more. Count the exits twice before you sit down. That's the first thing you learn in a room in this town. One for the way that they think you would run. One for the way that it's actually done. Count the exits twice and then count them again. The number goes down as the evening goes in. Front door is nothing, that's theater and glass. Kitchen is better if the cook lets you pass. There's a window that opens above the back sink. It's smaller than nothing and closer than you think. first thing you learn in a room in this town. One for the way that they think you would run. One for the way that it's actually done. Count the exits twice and then count them again. The number goes down as the evening goes in. At midnight the coal hatch is bolted from out. At one they put somebody's man on the route. By two the kitchen has locked up the rear, and the number of ways has arrived at severe. That's when the red light goes down on the floor, and a woman in crimson stands up near the door. Twice, twice, and then hold the count. The exits are always the wrong sort of amount. Count the exits twice before you sit down. That's the first thing you learn in a room in this town. One for the way that they think you would run. One for the way that it's actually done. Count the exits twice and then count them again. The number goes down as the evening goes in. She settled the tab with a fold of clean bills, the kind that come out of a drawer, not a till. Not one of them creased and not one of them new. 19 and 31, 32. She laid them down flat like she'd practiced the move, and waited to see what the paper would prove. Old money is quiet, old money is slow. It comes from a place that it doesn't say so. It's been in the dark for a couple of wars. It smells like a cellar and somebody's doors. I've handled enough of it, working this bar, to know what it means when it travels this far. She paid in old money and nothing else showed. No name and no story, no reason, no road. She and took her a seat and walked out as clean as the rain on the street. Whatever she settled was older than me and older than anything left here to see. I put it away in the back of the safe. Some money you spend and some money you save. It's still in there now with the year facing out, waiting for someone to ask it about. She paid in old money and nothing else showed. No name and no story, no reason, no road. She paid in old money and took her a seat and walked out as clean as the rain on the street. Whatever she settled was older than me and older than anything left here to see. Before the shot is the loudest thing there is, louder than the sound, louder than the fizz. It's 1 full second, the whole room agrees to stop being people and start being trees. The hush before the shot, and everyone knows that's when it happens, not when it goes. Player's hand froze up over the string. The singer stopped short in the middle of swing. Somebody's ice cube fell back in the glass, and that was the loudest of everything's past. I didn't see movement, I didn't see still, I only felt silence go sharp as a wheel. The hush before the shot is the loudest thing there is, louder than the sound, louder than the fizz. It's one full second, the whole room agrees to stop being people and start being trees. The hush before the shot, and everyone knows that's when it happens, not when it goes. Afterwards, nobody agreed on the noise. Some heard a car door, some heard a voice, but every last one of them, sober or not, remembered the quiet that came before that. The crimson stayed on, and the record still spun, and that was the whole of it. That's how it's done. Hush, hush, and then let it fall. The second of silence outlives it all. The hush before the shot is the loudest thing there is, louder than the sound, louder than the fizz. It's one full second, the whole room agrees to stop being people and start being trees. The hush before the shot, and everyone knows that's when it happens, not when it goes. By morning, the papers had nothing at all. A half inch of nothing on page 24 small. The club opened normal at 10 in the day. The chairs came down slow and the mop took away. The barman said weather, the cook said the heat, and nobody said what had happened on 6th Street. There isn't a word that the city will use for nights that go sideways in ways it can't choose. It isn't a killing, it isn't a fight. It's simply an evening that didn't end right. Give it a name and it turns into news. Leave it alone and it stays in the blues. Nobody calls it anything at all. Nobody writes it on anyone's wall. It just becomes weather, it just becomes late. Something that happened around here of late. Nobody calls it, and nobody will. And that is exactly how everything's still. There's a stain on the boards that they've sanded and stained, and a chair with one leg that got quietly changed, and the trumpet still hanging up there on its hook. And nobody giving it a look. Nobody calls it anything at all. Nobody writes it on anyone's wall. It just becomes weather, it just becomes late. Something that happened around here of late. Nobody calls it, and nobody will. And that is exactly how everything's still. Dawn is not an apology. Dawn doesn't care. It just comes up gray over 7th and Blair. It won't take it back, and it won't make it clean. It only turns on what was already seen. Dawn is not an apology. Don't wait for one. It's only the city admitting it's done. The light came in flat through the frosted glass panes. It found every bottle and all of the stains. It found the red curtain gone brown in the day, and nothing looked dangerous and nothing looked gray. The night had been opera, the morning is mad, and no one gets pardoned for taking the path. Dawn is not an apology. It just comes up gray over 7th and Blair. It won't take it back, and it won't make it clean. It only turns on what was already seen. It's only the city admitting it's done. I stood on the corner, lit the last one, and watched the sky go from nothing to none. A milk truck went past and a boy through the news, and both of them looked at my shoes and my bruise. Nobody stopped and nobody spoke, and that's how the whole of the crimson thing broke. Dawn, dawn, arriving on time. The one honest thing that won't cover a crime. Dawn is not an apology. Dawn doesn't care. It just comes up gray over 7th and Blair. It won't take it back, and it won't make it clean. It only turns on what was already seen. Dawn is not an apology. It's only the city admitting it's done. The last one went out at 6:15. The lock did its turning, the light did its tricks, and still there was something left standing inside. Not smoking, not music, not anything white. It sat in the room like a guest who won't go. The hush that arrived here 8 hours ago. It's under the tables, it's up in the beams, it's in the felt hammers and all of their dreams. The cleaner comes in and she feels it and stops and works the far side of the room where it drops. She's been here for years and she's learned not to ask. Some rooms keep her quiet the way skin keeps a mask. The hush stays after you leave. It doesn't go home. It has no address. still be right there in the pause when you think. Tonight they'll come back and they'll fill it with sound, and nobody ever will notice it's around. It'll wait out the trumpet, it'll wait out the bass, and fall again clean on a red lighted place. The hush stays after you leave. It doesn't go home. It has no address and it sleeps here alone. The hush stays after you longer than red, longer than anything anyone said. Come back on Tuesday and order a drink. It'll still be right there in the pause when you think.